What is happening, DiBlankers? My name is Dion and welcome to Dion D Friday. So if you've been hanging around the channel for a while, you probably know that I have been speaking a lot about this pharmacy exam. In order to actually become a pharmacist, I need to sit this entry exam. And well, the thing is, I took this pharmacy exam a month ago, and I've been waiting for the results ever since today, and I got my freaking results. But unfortunately, I don't have any good news to share, guys. I did not pass that exam, and let me put it two ways what consequences this is gonna bring on. Well, the thing is, I can either fail or pass my exam, obviously. If I pass my exam, then things would be fine and dandy. I could still live in this place, I could do YouTube, pretty much the same. And I'd work maybe like 20 hours a week because pharmacy is a really good career. It pays pretty damn well, and if I work 20 hours a week, that would actually pay me more than if I was working full-time at my previous position as a pre-registrant. If I fail, then things are going to be a lot harder because technically I'm out of a job. I can't actually work as a pharmacist because I haven't passed my exam, and thus I can't support myself to live here. I can't pay the rent, you know, stuff like that. And as a result, that means I would have to get a crummier job, work longer hours, and probably spend less time on YouTube, and unfortunately that is probably what is gonna have to happen. I'm gonna have to move out of this place, move in with my parents, probably get a job. So I'll give you an idea of where I was from passing. So in order to pass, you needed 70% overall, and you needed to get at least a minimum 70% in your calculations. I got 75% of my calculations, so that's fine, passed my calculations. But I got overall 63%, so I'm 7% off from passing, and that really blows. That really freaking blows. So it shows you that I knew stuff, but I obviously couldn't have improved on stuff. And now the thing is, if I want to sit that exam again, I have to wait until June next year, so June 2015. Now, I'm not asking for your guys' sympathy. That's not the point of this video. And now, I'm gonna try to word this appropriately because I'm not gonna try to come across like I'm jealous or trying to make bigger YouTubers sound bad, but what I want to talk about is how, just giving you guys a heads up, firstly, about the channel, what direction it's going, but also talking about like bigger YouTubers, and I feel like a not full representation of what life is like. When you watch bigger YouTubers, and I do that all the time, you know, doing my research, I look at their vlogs and they're always talking about like happy moments in life, and that's great. I really appreciate when people are having awesome things in their life. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for them. But the thing with like bigger YouTubers is the reason why they're so happy is because YouTube at a big level, when you have a mass audience, is an amazing feeling. I know I'm not at that stage, but I can imagine what that feeling would be like. But when you have a mass audience, you have people talking to you all the time. You feel like you're popular, you feel like you have fame, but most importantly, you're financially secure. When you're a bigger YouTuber, you don't have to worry about your financial circumstances like at all. As in, they're earning so much that it's ridiculous. It's more than a normal person could ever need. And so thus, because of something like that, it's understandably so. Anyone would be happy. Any normal person would be happy in that situation. But the flip side, I don't really see that many vlogs about people who talk about hardships in their life. And I'm sure there are vlogs about that, but you never really see any big YouTubers speak about that. So let's talk about this from a small YouTuber stance like myself. It sucks. It sucks when things don't work out, and it's not the first time that this has ever happened. I know in the end things will work out. I know my second exam will be fine. And to give you an idea why I think it's gonna be fine, it's because I've had plenty of resits throughout university, and every single time on my second resit, I passed those exams. I have fallen and I have risen. I have done that over and over and over again throughout the years, and I feel like that's almost come to be like a norm in my life, and I'm just hoping that the second exam will just get out of the way and that will be it. Now, all I can say to you guys is that life is not always smooth. I know for some people it is absolutely smooth. They pass every exam, everything comes really, really nicely to them. But for a lot of us, life is a roller coaster. It has a few ups and sometimes a lot of downs, but you just have to take it a step at a time and realize that in the end, things will work out. But what also really helps is having family around. What's kind of nice is that although I might have let down my parents, they might be a bit disappointed, they're still there to support me, and I really love my parents for that. And I hope that if you ever go through troubles, that you can find people around you that can support you, whether that's friends, family, or whether that might even be like a charity organization. Now, if you're wondering what's going to happen in the immediate near future, well, not a lot. I'm still going to be living here for at least a month, possibly even 2 months, depending on how things work out. But I have a rough plan of what's going to happen. I don't know exactly. It might change, but this is my current rough plan as of right now. It might even change literally by tomorrow. But the idea is I might have to move in with my dad, which is going to be a bit awkward because my dad doesn't really understand what I'm doing. I'll have to try and work around his hours so that I can record videos when he's out. Live streaming would be very interesting. Swearing in front of my dad. Oh geez, that is just going to be so freaking awkward. But yeah, I think things will work out in the long term. It's just unfortunate that it couldn't have worked out the way that I wanted it to at this period of time. But I'm sure, you know, good things come to people who wait. So that's your heads up. I know it's not the most optimistic of Dion Fridays. I really try to make each and every Dion Friday sort of happy, joyous, give you guys a nice warm feeling by the end of it, but that's not the case this time. I hope it's not going to be like that every time. In fact, I know it's not going to be like that every time. So anyway, DiBlankers, thank you for sticking around. I know a lot of you are probably going to say some nice comments, and I just want to say, before you actually say those comments, thank you so much for being so nice. But until the next Dion Friday, until the next videos, this is Dion, and I will catch you next time.